मङ्गलाचरणं कुर्मः। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वंशी विभूषितकरात् नवनीरदाभात्, पीताम्बरादरुणबिम्बफलाधरोष्ठात्, पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखात् अरविन्दनेत्रात्, कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने, कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। In previous class, we have seen few verses of 15th chapter. We started the discussion about Jiva. So Bhagavan is explaining who is Jiva and what does he do, right? So Bhagavan said, Mama eva amshah Jiva loke asmin martya loke कश्चन मम एव अंशः अस्ति, सनातनः जीवः मम एव अंशः अस्ति, मम एव स्वरूपम् अथवा स्वरूपम् अस्ति. So that is the description of Jiva and how it is endowed with sthula sharira, sukshma sharira and karar sharira. So Bhagavan is saying manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. This Jiva does a akarshanam, or it controls all mind and all five indriyas, five other indriyas. Manashasthani, mana is sixth one among all these jnanendriya. So manashasthani akrishya avastham prati gacchati, anyam avastham prati, from jagrat to swapna to shushupti it goes. That way it will be elaborated, explained, or otherwise it moves towards another body or another janma marana. You know, he will give up this body, it will take away those senses as well as that mind, and it will be going in some another body. That is explained. Shariram yat avapnoti yatcha api utkramati. Utkramati, it gives up that body. And what it does? Avapnoti nutanam vasansi jarnani yatha vihaya navani grunnhati. It happens similarly. So same thought, little bit change. So Jiva is only continuing. It just changes this avastha and goes into another avastha, or it gives up this body and takes up another body with mind as well as with jnanendriya. That thought is presented. And how it goes? Gruhitva etani sanyati. How vayuhu gandha iva ashayat. Gandhan iva ashayat. As though it goes like air. How air goes? It takes that fragrance and slowly it departs from that flower. Right? In the similar way, this Jiva gives up this body, takes these indriyas with it, and it travels. That is the description of Jiva. Again, in coming to shlokas 9th and 10th, same regarding Jiva only it is discussed. Shotram, Chakshuhu, Sparshanam cha, Rasanam, Ghranam cha. So in previous shloka it was said Manaha Shasthani. Mind is sixth one, and there are five more. What are they? Shotram, Chakshuhu, Rasanam, Ghranam, and Sparshanam. Sparshanam means twak. So these are five indriyas, five senses. And adhisthaya manaha saha jivaha manaha adhisthaya vishayan upasevate. So it takes the ashraya of mind and these five indriyas, jnanendriyas, and it experiences all the object. Right? Vishayan upasevate. and how it experience that. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanan va gunanvitam vimudha nanu pashyanti jnana chakshusha. Actually, this shloka talks about jnani people and ajnani people. So jnani people, they are called jnana chakshusha, those who have the viveka buddhi. Jnana chakshusha means vivekinah. They are able to see the jiva. How they see. So utkramantam, even departing from this body. Sthitam, which is seated in the inside the body, that chaitanyam they can see. Sthitam vapi. Bhunjanam, that which is experiencing all this bhoga. Bhunjanam va. Gunanvitam, that which is endowed with guna. That kind of chaitanya is been seen by vivekinaha. But avivekinaha na anupashyanti, amudaha na anupashyanti. Those who do not have viveka buddhi, even though that Paramatma is sitting inside, they are not able to see. Even though that Paramatma only experiencing everything, but avivekinaha na pashyanti. That is 10th one. Now, again one more shloka was used to present same thought. Yatantaha yoginaha. Yoginaha can see that Atman. Which kind of yoginaha? Yatantaha, those who are trying to seek that Paramatma. Yatantaha. And how they are? Atmani avasthitam. Atma, in the Paramatma, they see those whose mind is Atmani avasthitam chaitanyam te pashyanti. Those yogins who have put their mind into Atma, or those who live in Atma, they can see that Atma Tattvam. But yatantaha api akritatmanah. So akritatmanah word was explained. Akrita means actually asamskrita atmanah, unpurified mind, or those people whose mind is not purified, they cannot see that Atma or that Atma Tattva. That thought was presented. Then up to 11th, that was a discussion of Jiva, regarding Jiva. Now Bhagavan is going to talk about Saguna Ishvara or Saguna Brahma. Both way we can take either Ishvara or Brahma. So in 12th shloka we saw Yat Adityagatam Tejah Jagat Akhilam Bhasayate. Actually, sun, we feel that sun is shining and it is illumining everything. But sun has that Chaitanya derived from Brahma Chaitanya. By itself, the sun does not have its own Chaitanya. Right? In Vaidyanika, in science, they say actually sun doesn't need any Chaitanya. Because of some chemical, he shines by itself. But is it not like that? Sun is there, that isness belongs to that Chaitanya. That's why when we say, even though there are some chemicals, but chemicals are, this are part, this is part belongs to that Chaitanya. That's why ultimately, because of that Chaitanya only, sun shines. Right? So, yet Suryaha Jagat Bhasayate, but not by itself. It takes the help of Brahma Chaitanya. Right? So, how to understand this? Let me put a simple drishtanta. Let's consider there are two brothers. One among them is very thin and doesn't know many things. So in his childhood, he goes to play, and because he is thin, he is not good in playing. So other boys, they don't allow him to play. Why? Because he is a thin, he doesn't know how to play, and he doesn't get involved. So whenever he goes alone, he has no, respect or etc. They will beat him, they will, whatever, they will make fun of him. But that same person goes back and says his elder brother, oh brother, those people don't allow me to play. Then what happens? That big brother is a powerful, he goes in that ground, and with his present, that thin fellow, he plays a various game, even though he don't know how to play, but he is made to play it. And nobody will say anything to that person. Why? Because he is with his elder brother. It is like same. Actually, sun, moon are like that thin pillow, who doesn't have their own satta. But when Paramatma is there, then that fellow also will be shining. When elder brother is there, then that small children, that small brother also will play a game. In the similar manner, when Brahma Chaitanya is there, then only that Surya, that sun, can shine all elements. In the similar way, Chandrama and Agni. So here there is a shloka. Natadbhasayate yadaditya tejah jagadbhasayate khilam yachandramasi yacchagnau tattejo vidhimamakam. So these three things are mentioned: sun, moon, and fire. Actually, we consider that they are shining, but eventually, because of Brahma Chaitanya, they shine. Right? That is the thought. And that Chaitanya itself, Gam Avishya, it enters into Prithvi, Gam Avishya, Bhutani Dharayami, Ojasa. By my Balam, by my Tejas, I hold all this being by entering into earth, Gam Avishya. And what do I do? Pushnami cha aushadhihi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakah. Aham rasatmakah somah bhutva aushadhihi. Aushadhihi we had translated as dhanadhanyadihi. Dhanadhanyadihi pushnami. I nourish all these kind of grains. Right? Pushnami. That I am, that Paramatma I am. And my I am Paramatma, me enter into Gam, Prithvi, and create all kind of grains. And even whatever you people are eating, that is digest by me. That thought is presented. Aham Vaishwanarah Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritah Pranapana Samayuktah Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Aham Chaturvidham Annam Pachami. I enter into your stomach, or I be there in your stomach in the form of Jatharagni, which is known as Vaishwanara Agni. And whatever you eat, like Lehya, Choshya, or Bhoksham, Bhojam, all four kind of Bhojanam, I digest. So that's how Bhagwan is creating everything. Bhagwan is doing all type of kriya. So he himself is putting effort to digest it. Right? So that's how he explains. Then laterly he says, Sarvasya cha aham rudisannivishtaha. I am only staying in the heart of all beings. Then mattaha smritihi jnanam apohanam cha. If somebody is intelligent, understand that I am only. If somebody is forgetting, understand that is because of me only. And forgetting is good, isn't it? If you forget something, if you don't forget, then there will be so many problems, right? You can think upon it. If you remember a particular subject which should not be remembered again, it is going to give a lot of pain. So after some time, it happens by natural, right? You are going to forget something. So actually, if you forget, no, so that is because of Bhagwan only. He makes you to forget. Jnanam again, if somebody is intelligent and one who remembers, that is because of Bhagwan only, right? Then he says, Vedaihi cha sarvaihi aham eva vedyah. Sarvaihi vedaihi aham eva vedyah asmi. So, by all Vedas, I am only known, right? Or you all can know me by the help of, through the help of Vedas. So that way also it can be interpreted. And Vedanta Krit, I am the doer of all Upanishad. I am Karta, Upanishad Karta Aham, Vedantavit, Vedanta Krit, Vedavit, with knower. Vedanta with or Veda with, both way it can be taken. I am the knower of all the Vedas, right? Okay. Up to this, Saguna plus Nirguna Brahma, now he is going to explain. Let's see that. Nirguna Swarupa of Paramatma. द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते द्वौ इमौ पुरुषौ लोके एकः क्षरः अपरः अक्षरः क्षरः च अक्षरः एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थः अक्षरः इति उच्यते. So let's see the padacheda way. Simple. द्वौ इमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरः च अक्षरः च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थः अक्षरः इत्युच्यते. There is not many samasta padas. Kutavат tishtati iti kutastha, that way it can be taken. Naksharati iti aksharah, that way. So these are simple, so I did not put. Loke, asmin loke, jagati, ksharah cha, aksharah cha, eva imau dvau purushau stah. In the whole world, there are only two Purusha. Now here Purusha does not mean a man or woman. Here actually Bhagavan is going to explain what is Purusha, etc. So let's move to next line. Sarvani Bhutani Ksharaha iti. Then who is Akshara? Kutasthaha Aksharaha iti uchyate. So now what he is explaining, in this whole world there are only two Purusha. One is Kshara, another is Akshara. Okay, then who is Akshara, who is Kshara? He is explaining Sarvani Bhutani Ksharaha. Then whatever remains, that is called Akshara. Now how to understand this? So in previously I had explained Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira and Karara Sharira. Let's see Padartha and I will discuss it. Okay. Ksharaha means that which has end. Right? Frequently it will be Ksharati, iti Ksharaha, that which have end. Akshara can be taken as Avinashi, but it is Sapiksha Avinashi. It is not like ultimate Avinashi. Okay. Imaudau Purushaustaha. And what it does, we'll see that laterly. But here Bhagavan is explaining Sarvani Bhutani Ksharaha iti uchyate. All the beings, not only beings, whatever is visible, that is called Kshara. That can be book, that can be anything. Okay, in this world, that is called Kshara. And then what is Akshara? Here Akshara, it should be taken as Karana Prakriti. Okay, Karana Prakriti. Okay, Kutastha means Kutavat Nirvikara, because it appears as though it is ever present there. Anadi Maya. So Karana Prakriti means Maya, which is Anadi. Right? It as though it appears real, and though because we don't know when it started, that's why we are calling it as Kutastha. Okay, then that Kutastha Karana Prakriti is called Akshara. Okay, so Bhagavan has made two divisions. First division is Kshara. In this Kshara part, we have to put two kinds of bodies, Sthula body and Sukshma body. So whatever is visible, that is called Sthula. And like our thoughts, our vasanas, our mana and buddhi, this will come under Sukshma. So that is also Sthula and Sukshma comes under the category of Kshara, because it ends frequently. Then what is Akshara? So whatever is cause for this mind, buddhi, or this Sukshma Prapancha and Sthula Prapancha, that is Karana Prakriti. That is known as Akshara. Now why Bhagavan is explaining is this? Because Bhagavan wants to explain, I am the different from Kshara also and different from Akshara also. So that thought will be presented. Before that, we'll do Tatparyam of Shloka. Atra Kshara Aksharau Dvau Purushau Stah Tatra Kshara Nama Mahadadi Bhutanti, all the Bhutas. Nama Karya Prapancha. Okay, Karya Prapancha. Whatever is Karya, all kind of Karyas will be included here. And what is Akshara then? Then it is called Samsari Bijatvat Antarahitah Aksharaha, that Kutastha Hiranyagarbha or Mahad Prapancha. Mahat, it can be taken. Prakriti. That way it should be understood. Then Bhagavan is going to say, I am different from Kshara also and Akshara also. Let's see. Uttamah Purushastvanyah Paramatmetyudarhutah Yo Lokatrayamavishya Vibharatyauvyaya Ishvaraha. Uttamah Purushah tu Anyah Paramatma iti Udharutah. यह लोकत्रयम् आविश्य बिभरति अव्ययः ईश्वरः. सरलमस्ति. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट. विल डू अन्वय. उत्तमः पुरुषः तु अन्यः, which is not kshara, which will not be akshara, but it is something another, anyah, other, and which is known as Paramatma. Paramatma iti Udahrutah. It is known, or it is said as Paramatma, and which has another adjective as Uttamah Purusha. It is supreme person. Why? Why it is called Purusha? Purnatvat Purusha. Because it is Purna, that's why this person, this Paramatma is called Purusha. And what it does? Yah Lokatrayam Avishya. Lokatrayam Avishya Kim Karoti? Bibharati. Bibharati Dharayati. So this Paramatma, which is known as Uttama Purusha Athva Purusha Uttama, because of this shloka, this chapter gets the name as Purushottama Yoga. Why? Because it discussed about that Paramatma, which is Purusha Uttama, which is Uttamaha Purusha. And how it is, again two more adjectives are used. Avyayah, that Paramatma is Avyaya, indeclinable, right? And it is Ishvaraha, that is none other than Ishvara, right? And what it does? Bibharati. it holds, अथवा it nourishes everything. That's why it is called Paramatma. Okay, let's see Padartha. Tu, tu. Why it is used in after tu, this tu padam? Because in previous shloka we have seen Kshara Purusha and Akshara Purusha. To change the topic, Bhagwan is using tu. Tu means what? Kshara Purushat bhinnah, Akshara Purushat bhinnah. Kaha uttamah purushah. Anyah asti. There is some another person which is different from Kshara person and Akshara person. Who is that? Sah Paramatma iti udaharatah. Sah eva Brahma iti udaharatah. And how is its nature? Yah avyayah अस्ति, यह व्ययरहितः अस्ति. सः किं करोति? लोकत्रयं, त्रयं थ्री, लोक जनः अथवा भुवनत्रयं, त्रिभुवनं, बोथ वे इट कैन बी टेकन, आविश्य प्रविश्य बिभरति धारयति सः ईश्वर इति नाम्ना प्रसिद्धः. राइट, सेम सिंपल श्लोक. What is the Tatparyam? One who is different from Kshara Akshara, that person is known as Uttama Purusha. He is only named as Paramatma. So Kshara was discussed as Mahadadi Karya Bhuta, Akshara was discussed as Karana Prakriti, and Tabhyam Bhinnaha Paramatma. So who is not Karya, who is not Karana, he is different from all Karya Karana Prapancha. That is the method to elaborate his nature. Okay, next. Sorry. Yasmat ksharamati अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः. यस्मात् क्षरम् अतीतः अहम् अक्षरादपि च उत्तमः अस्मि. अतः लोके वेदे च पुरुषोत्तम इति प्रथितः अस्मि. That way अन्वय we can do, right? Because atitah, I am beyond that kshara person, karya prapancha. I am beyond to that karya prapancha. Again, how I am aksharat api cha uttamah? Because I am not even karana, that's why I am uttamah. I am supreme. And that's why loke, in this world, as well as in Vedas, in all Vedas, I am known as Prathitaha, means I am well known. By what name? By which name? Purushottamaha. Right? So this is the anvay. ये पुरुषाः, ये जनाः, यस्मात् अहं क्षरः अतीतः, क्षरम अतीतः अतिक्रांतम, अतीतः अतिक्रांतम, अक्षरात् अक्षरपुरुषात् अपि उत्तमः. Because I am beyond that kshara karya prapancha and akshara karana prapancha, that's why I am well known as Purushottama in this world as well as in Veda. So this is simple meaning. A little bit Tatparyam. Aham nitya muktatvat, because I am nitya mukta, I am beyond that karya prapancha. And because I control all this prapancha, sarvesham niyamakatvat, akshara purushat api uttamah asmi. I even control that karya prapancha also, karana prapancha also. That's why I am uttamah. One who controls karya prapancha is called akshara person, and I control that akshara person, that hiranyagarbha, that brahmadeva. That's why I am supreme among all. Aham purushah asmi tatha uttamah cha asmi. He is saying aham purushah asmi, purnatvat purushah, अथवा पुरी शयनात् Purusha, because I stay in body, or because I am all pervading in my nature. That's why I am Purusha and I am Supreme Purusha. That's why all the people and all the Vedas know me as Purushottama. Right? Next. यो मामेवमसम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत. पदच्छेद. यह माम एवं असम्मूढ़ः जानाति सह सर्ववित् माम सर्वभावेन भारत. सह सर्ववित् माम भजति सर्वभावेन, अथवा सह सर्वभावेन माम भजति. That way. Let's see Anvayah. Hey Bharat. Now, Bhagwan is particularly using the word Bharata. Why Bharata? Now, because he has given a knowledge, and one who likes to listen this kind of knowledge, or one who engaged, or one who enjoys this knowledge, that person is called Bharata. Bhayam Nam Jnane Ratah. That person is called Bharata. O Arjuna, Yah, one who, Asammudah, Mudah, Murkah, Athva Mohitah. Sammudah, Samyak Prakare Mudah. And he is adding one more avyaya, Sammudah, one who is not Mohita. So double, there is a negation. Mudaha, Murkaha, Samyak Mudaha, very well ignored, but he is adding one who has very clear understanding, that is called Asammuda. Right? One who is Viveki person, Saha Mam Evam Vijanati, Evam Itham Prakarena, this way. Which way? Which was elaborated in previously. Like one who knows me as Gam Avishya Bhutani, one who enters into Prithvi, one who is in the nature of Vaishvanara, fire, one who digests all kind of food, one who creates or one who nourishes all kind of aushadis, right? One who stays in the heart of everyone, plus one who is beyond from Kshara person, one who is beyond from Akshara person also. That's why one who is Purushottama. So, in this kind of nature is mine, one who knows that he is a knower of my nature or me. He knows me. Saha sarvavid asti. That way it can be taken. Saha sarvavid. He knows everything. Why everything? Because whatever we see, everything is covered in Karya Prapancha. Whatever we experience, that also comes under Karya Prapancha. And what is beyond that, that comes in Karana Prapancha. And Paramatma is beyond that. So if someone knows Paramatma, means he knows even Karya Prapancha and even Karana Prapancha also. That's why Bhagavan says Saha Sarvavit Asti. And what he does? Sarvabhavena Mam Eva Bhajati. He only worships me. That's how Bhagavan is explaining. Okay. Yaha, one who asammudah, sammoha varjitah, moha varjitah, atva viveki, mam ishvaram purushottamam evam janati yathokta prakarena, as I had explained before. And how he knows Purushottama? He knows Purushottama. How? As I am Purusha, I am that Paramatma, this way. So Aham Brahmasmi, one who knows like that, he knows everything. Saha Sarvavet, सः सर्वज्ञः सर्वभावेन माम एव भजति. He only worships me. Right. In short, हे पार्थ, यह मानवः विवेकी सन् अहम एव तद आत्मा इति माम पुरुषोत्तमं वेत्ति सः मानवः सर्वज्ञः स सर्वप्रकारेण स सर्वात्मचित्ततया मामेव सेवते. So now let's move to last shloka of this chapter. इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत. ओके, पदच्छेद. इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदम् उक्तं मया अनघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात्. And what happens? कृतकृत्यः च. हे भारत. Right? अन्वय. हे अनघ, हे भारत. There are two sambodhana. He is using even anagha. He anagha. Agham means papam. Na agham iti anagham. One who is paparahita. He Arjuna. Iti guhyatamam shastram tubhyam maya uktam. It is explained by me. What? Guhyatamam shastram. This is secret knowledge I have presented in front of you. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. One who knows this knowledge of Paramatma as I am, he becomes the knower of everything. He becomes wise. He becomes buddhiman. And not even buddhiman, but kritakrityah cha. Kritam krityam yena saha kritakrityah. One who has whatever should be done, he has done everything. Kritam yat kartavyam asti tat kritam yena saha kritakrityah. Whatever was needed or supposed to do, he has done everything. Like that word can be explained. Kritakrityah syat. Okay, let's see padartha. He Arjuna, he anagha Arjuna, nishpapa Arjuna, iti etavat kathitam, whatever was explained previously, guhyatamam, rahasyamayam, kim shastram. Which kind of shastram? Geeta Ch shastram. Maya uktam, maya kena? Sri Krishnena. Uktam, pratipaditam. एतत् किम शास्त्रम गीताख्यम शास्त्रम बुद्ध्वा तम शास्त्रोपदेशम ज्ञात्वा बुद्धिमान भवति मनुष्यः विवेकवान भवति. इतोपि कृतकृत्यः नाम कृतार्थः स्यात् भवेत्. One who knows this shastram, he becomes kritakritya, he becomes buddhiman. So this is in short. Let's see here. Now, why this 15th chapter is called Shastram? Little bit I have taken a part of Shankar Bhashya, and laterly I will do a summary. And why this chapter is called Shastram, I will elaborate in few minutes. Hey Arjuna, etat atirahasyam. This was atirahasyam. What is that? Kim tat? Shastram. This is called Shastram. Now why this is called Gita Shastram? Yadyapi Geetakhyam samastam Shastram uchyate, tathapi ayameva adhyayah iha Shastram iti uchyate. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji says, even though whole Gita is called Shastram, but here particularly Bhagwan is using 15th chapter is called Shastram. Why? Because Stutyartham Prakaranat. Because this is the stuti of this prakarana. Then again he says, Sarvohi गीता शास्त्रार्थः अस्मिन् अध्याये समासेन उक्तः. समासेन shortly. Samasa and Vyasa. There are two kinds of methods. Samasa Paddhati means what will be made in short. That is called Samasa. Samasanam Samasa. Sankshipti Karanam Samasa. Right? So Bhagwan has elaborate the aspects of Shastra in this 15th chapter. That's why to praise this chapter, Bhagwan calls as Shastra Adhyaya. Right? Sarva hi Gitartha, whatever is the Artha of Gita is explained in this chapter. Why? There is a discussion of Jiva also, there is a discussion of Paramatma also, so that part I am going to elaborate later. Let's move to next line. Na kevalam sarva Vedartha, it should be Sarva Vedartha api atra parisamaptah yastam veda saveda, with one who knows this, he is a knower of everything. Veda with, right? So phalam also is given, phalashruti also is given. And also Bhagavan says, Vedaihi cha sarvaihi ahameva vedyah. So one who is known through all Vedas, regarding that person, we have discussed few aspects of that person, which is none other than Purushottama Paramatma. So regarding Paramatma, there is a discussion in this chapter. That's why this chapter is known as Purushottama Yoga, and also it is called as Shastram. That's why He Bharata Jivane idam Shastram Jnatva means what? One who knows this Paramatma Tattva as I am, Purushah Kritakrityah Bhavet. He should become a Kritakritya. Why? Because this is the Parama Laksham of all beings. Paramatma Vedanam Param Dhyayam. Knowing the Paramatma as one's own self is Parama Purushartha. And one who knows that tadvidnyate sati, tadnyate sati, sarvamidam vidnyatam bhavati. One who knows that karya karana vilakshana paramatma, he comes to know everything. One who knows the cause, he will understand the karana, karya, right? So that's how. And one who knows that paramatma, then sarva karma khilam partha jnane pari samapyate. Jnane, if you know that paramatma, then akhilam अथवा सर्व कर्म अत्र परमात्म ज्ञाने समाप्यते. That way it can be taken, right? Now let me read last one. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitaayam इति श्रीमद् भगवद गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्म विद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम योगो नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः. So thus this way, that which is the essence of all Upanishads, which is presented in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where you find even Brahma Vidya as well as Yoga Shastram, which joins Jiva with Paramatma, that is called Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and which is in the form of Sri Krishna and Arjuna Samvada. And this chapter is particularly known as Purushottama Yoga. Why? So there was a discussion of Paramatma, which is Atita from Kshara as well as Akshara. Right? Now, let me do a summary of this chapter. So, I would like to see you all, if you can turn on your cameras. I need to ask some questions to you only. In first shloka, what we had seen?
Like Urdhva Mula Madhas Sakham.
हाँ,
अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि
करेक्ट.
यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्.
हाँ. So actually, in short, can you use the gist of the shloka?
Whose mole is up means it's not. It, can we take it is up is more like invisible or
Yes, we can take.
right because
हाँ.
it's up, right?
If we take
Uh,
up Paramatma, Nirguna Brahma.
all Vedas are sakhas
Okay.
and sansar is shakha, right?
All
Patra
jivas are shakas.
jiva
Vedas
jiva
are. Okay. Let me explain in short. ऊर्ध्वमूलम अधशाखम अश्वत्थम प्राहुरव्ययम छंदांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. So there is a discussion regarding samsara vriksha. So this samsara vriksha which has the Paramatma in the form of root or Brahma we can take. So it's it's above, and above doesn't mean it is somewhere above. Even though I am showing it as above, but it means one whose root is Sreshta, supreme,
somewhere
right? That way. Urdhva Moolam. Adhashakham,
supreme.
and
Yes,
that Paramatma has its karyam as Hiranyagarbhadi, all kinds of beings or jiva. That's why in if you compare that Paramatma and Jiva, so those Jivas stays below. Means what? That Paramatma stays upon and those Jivas are going down. So that's why Adaha Shakham. Jivas are Shakha. Adashchodham Urdhvamulam Adashakam Ashwatham
aswatham prahuravya.
Avyayam Prapuhu. And Chandaunsi Yasya Paranani, all the Vedas, Chandaunsi, here it is taken as Vedaha, Paranani Santi. Vedas are the leaves of the Samsara Vriksha. Then again Bhagavan explained this idea, Adashcha Urdhvam Cha Prasrutaha Shakaha. These Shakas in the form of Jiva, they are spreaded all over above and below. Then they are formed or they are nourished by karma, their vasana, karmanubandhini manushya loke. Then na rupamasya, if we try to see this kind of form or figure out this kind of form, Bhagavan say na upalabhyate. It is not found out or it will not be available for us. Why? Na cha adihi, na cha antah, na sampratishtha. It doesn't have adi, it doesn't have pratishtha. That's why we cannot find this kind of samsara vriksha. Then how it should be cut off? Bhagavan had given some sadhanas for to cut off the samsara vriksha. What is that sadhana? Asanga shastram. So asakti from this samsara, not from jagat, samsara. So through that vairagya, you can cut off this tree. After cutting off this tree, what you have to do? You have to do.
Tatah
So Bhagavan says,
antat
Tata
parimargit.
argatavyam. Yes, me.
Jita sanga dosha.
Correct.
Also nirmana moha,
हाँ,
right? Is considered
correct.
like moh, nurse your moh, right?
हाँ,
You have to destroy the moh.
जी. So Bhagavan says, uh, Tatah padam, after cutting off that tree, you need to move toward that Paramatma. Tatah padam tat margitavyam yasmin gataha na nivartanti puyo. Once who
Nivartanti
attain
puya.
that, then you are not going to come back again in this samsara vriksha. And you have to surrender yourself to that Paramatma. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadde yatah pravritti prasruta purani. From where this prakriti has come. Then what kind of sadhana I can do? Then this can be sadhana or this can be lakshana of siddha. Nirmana moha. I have to become nirmana moha. I have to become jita sanga dosha. I have to become adhyatma nityah, vinivritta kamaha, dvandvaihi vimuktah. Right? So if I become like that, then I can attain that. This way it can be taken. Otherwise, one who knows that Paramatma, these are the lakshana of that person. And laterly he says about that padam, which how that padam is, how that Brahman is. न तद्भासयते सूर्यम न तद न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम, which cannot be illumined by all these jada padartha, surya, chandra and fire. That was said. Then laterly Bhagwan is starting the discussion of Jiva from 7th to 9th. Bhagwan says, so Jiva is Mama Ansha, okay, and it is Sanatana, and it takes up new body, it give up this body, and it goes somewhere with Shrotra Indriya and all the Indriyas, and it experience all kind of bhogas. That was the discussion. Then one who is able to see by their jnana chakshusha, they are knower of this Paramatma, and those who doesn't have purity of mind, they are not able to see that Paramatma. Which kind of Paramatma? Then Bhagavan starts talking about that Paramatma, which is in the form of Aditya Gatam Tejam, which is the Dipti or Prakasha of Adi, through which Aditya shines what? Prakashayati Sarvam. He only illumines everything. That Paramatma illumines through Surya, or Surya illumines the Jagat by the help of his Ojas or Tejas. That way, then Paramatma, how is that Paramatma? Gam Avishya Bhutani Dharayati, one who holds all kind of beings entering into the earth, and it only nourishes all kind of aushadhis. That was the discussion. Then he only says, Aham Vaishwanarah Bhutva, I become a fire, right? I become a Jatharagni, and I digest all kind of food, four kind of food. Then laterly he says, Sarvasya cha aham hrudisannivishtaha, I sit in the heart of everyone. That was Saguna Brahma Varnan. Then Paramatma says, I am not only that Saguna Brahma, I am Nirguna Brahma also. So regarding that, he says there are two kinds of Purusha, Kshara Purusha and Akshara Purusha. Correct? So I am not even Kshara Purusha, I am not even Akshara Purusha. What is Kshara Purusha? So he says, Kshara Sarvani Bhutani, all kind of Sukshma and Sthula beings, things are Kshara, and Karana Prakriti is known as Akshara. Then he says, I am not even that Kshara person, I am not even that Akshara person, I am beyond that Akshara, which is known as Purushottama by all Vedas, and even I am present, I am well known in Loka also, Lokecha Vedecha, right? Then Paramatma again says, one who knows me like this is the knower of everything, and this is the iti guhyatamam shastram idam uktva mayanaga etad budva buddhiman syat. One who knows me like this, he becomes the knower of everything. So that's how he elaborated his nature, and this how this chapter was concluded. So now in first day I had explained this chapter. It's called Shastra Adhyaya Athva Shastram, and it is called Guhyatamam Shastram. Why it is called Guhyatamam? Any answer to this? Guhyatamam, Guhya means what? Which should not be tell or told anyone, right?
Secret.
Secret. But it is not like that, right? It is said to everyone.
This was kept secret for so many ages.
No.
No, it should be taken this way. It is a rahasyam. It is secret. Why it is secret? Even though you elaborate this secret in front of everyone, but those who are adhikari, only those people are going to understand this. That's why even though you present in front of everyone, nobody is going to understand. In the sense, those who are adhikari, they will understand. That's how it becomes.
Viveki person will understand.
People, correct. Viveki people will get it. Now, it is called Shastra. Why? So, in Shastra, there should be some pointers, some aspects. So, where you will be find the discussion of Jiva, where you will find the discussion of Jagat, where you will find the discussion of Ishvara, where you will find the discussion of Adhikari, where you are going to find the discussion of Sadhana, and literally the Phalam. So now Bhagavan has covered all this aspect. If you see Jagat, it is discussed first shloka and second shloka. Jagat Varnanam is there. Then Jiva Varnanam was there in 7th, 8th, and 9th. Then Ishvara Varnanam was there in 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, up to 19th, 18th or 19th. Yes. Then there was a sadhana, Nirmana Moha, Jita Sangha Dosha, Adhyatma Nitya. That topic was covered. Then there is a topic of moksha, one who knows that he becomes kritakritya, that is the phalam. So all aspect of shastra is covered in this chapter. That's why this 15th chapter is called
Shastra.
shastra, right? So this how we have concluded. Let me chant first shloka of this chapter. So this is our tradition. If we
But
complete,
like uh, without sadhan chatustaka, we cannot be a adhikari, right?
we cannot be adhikari. We can hear all this kind of pravachana, but we are not going to understand
Like even
this.
though even though Jivatma can pandita, but not the adhikari of the real like goal, like
No,
for
no,
moksha or for
yes.
to like yoga with Paramatma, that can
Ha,
be
ha,
done,
ha.
right?
I didn't get your point. Can you repeat
No,
again?
मैं क्या हाँ, without sadhan chatustakam,
Ha, ha,
if we become the pandit even, we are
ha,
very
ha,
good to explain the chapter or anything,
ha,
but still we
ha.
will not get the real essence of the
Acha, acha, acha. Correct,
knowledge,
correct. Yes, yes. Even,
right?
even we are, there is a shloka in Vivek Chudamani. Shabdaranyam, or what is that shloka? We will be giving good speeches. If you see
हाँ,
Kathopanishad, it will be said, uh, Shravanayapi bahubihi yo na labhyah. If you do lot of Shravanam, that Atma will not be understood. Okay? न प्रवचनेन, न बहुधा श्रवणेन, न प्रवचनेन, न मेधया, न बहुना श्रुतेन. That's how it shlo श्रवणायापि बहुभिर्यो न लभ्यः. That's how that shloka mantra goes. And then how it will be understood? यह एनम वृणुते तेन एव लभ्यः. One who does a varanam, one who chooses that Paramatma, that person is only going to understand. He will not understand through Shravana, lot of Shravana. He will not understand by lot of medha. Medha means what? Grantha artha dharana shakti. One who remembers all these grantha, he is not going to get that atma if he doesn't choose as a goal of as परमात्मा, राइट? यदि उनका गोल परमात्मा नहीं है, बाकी सारे ग्रंथ के ग्रंथ सारे ऐसे पी जाए तो भी कुछ होगा नहीं. तो ऐसा वहाँ श्लोक आता है, मंत्र आता है. ओके, वी आर
So
गोइंग.
Pandita cannot be yogi
but we
unless
will
he
achieve the
understands
Pothi
his
Panditya,
Guhyatam
but
Jnana.
not
Yes.
One by
the
one, please. There is a जी.
Pandita cannot be yogi, but yogi is a Pandita. You can say that.
yes.
Yeah.
I think
Actually,
so.
Pandita nowadays, Pandita is taken as pujari, etc. If you are taking that meaning, then that's true.
No, I am not
But
taking that meaning. I am taking that Pandita means who has acquired all the knowledge, but he doesn't know the real
correct,
Gyan.
correct.
Gyan.
Yes,
Then
yes,
he
yes.
cannot be.
हाँ.
Unless he योगी में संयोग परमात्मा के साथ नहीं
अच्छा.
होता है, तभी you can't reach
No.
that padam, atyucha padam.
That way it can be taken. One who has studied lot of shastra, that person is called Pandita according to you, right? But if you
Yes.
see in Geeta only, Bhagwan says gives the definition of Panditam. Panda yasya asti sah Pandita. Panda means what? Atma Vishayaka, Atma Vishayi Buddhi. One who has Atma Buddhi or Paramatma Buddhi is called Pandita. So this Pandita is different from that another Pandita which you were referring, right? So there is a lot of difference between this Pandita and that another Pandita. Shastra knower is also called Pandita, and this Atma Vishayak Buddhi one who has, that is also called Pandita. So both have difference, and definitely that another Pandita will be differing, or it is different from that what yogi, right? Yes. Okay, then after this chapter we have to chant first shloka again. Then if you have doubts you can continue, repeat after me, or you can chant with me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ur okay.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Urdhvamoolamadash
ऊर्ध्वमूल
Urdhvamoolamadash
Ashvatham Prahuravvyayam
अश्वत्थं
Ashwatham
प्राहुरव्यम्
Prahuravyayam
Chandamsi
Ashwatham Prahuravyayam
Yasya Parnani
Chandamsi Yasya Parnani
Chandamsi Yasya Parnani
Yastam Veda Savedavid.
यस्तं
Yastam
वेद स
Veda Savedavid.
Yasam Veda Savedavid.
Okay, now we will conclude here.
Why
Whatever
we
was
are here
good,
to say this first shloka at the end?
actually, it shows even though we have completed chapter, but again we have to go through it. That's how
So
it
there's
is said
no
in.
end, no end to the
There is not
chanting, right?
end to learning. There is no end
Or
for learning.
or they say that first shlok,
This
first
is
adhyaya,
this is
first
not the
shloka,
end. This is just beginning.
dharma kshetre kurukshetre.
Hmm.
That also you can chant.
Yeah, if
Samaveta Yuyutsavaha
Yutsavaha. Because that is the start of
Maga
Bhagavad Gita.
Pandavaschayati.
correct. Okay, now let me. Do you have any another questions? No. Okay. In